Oh, better. It's better. The Beddr SleepTuner, I did the unboxing. This is the actual review of this device. It's very small, Beddr SleepTuner. That is the on button, and that is the USB-C port. Thank you, Beddr, for using USB-C. This is the adhesive that's on it right now, and then you can see the sensors as well. And that is it. That's the device. It's like the size of my thumb, pretty much. And then what you do is you put this in the middle of your forehead. You press the button, it kind of lights up, and that's how the device works. And then you sleep with this on. So what I loved about this is that it's super small, and they say that it's within 2% accuracy of the numbers, which most devices are not that accurate. Like most wearables on the consumer market are not that accurate. This device is probably the most accurate consumer wearable fitness tracker device that I've gotten. And I was told this is not like a Fitbit. You don't wear it every night. You only wear it some of the nights, and it's focused for people who have sleep apnea, for them to wear it and see if their CPAP machine is working, if it's being effective. The things I do love, I love that it's USB-C, right? That charging port. It comes with this nice charging cable, rather short. It's very firm and strong. And then a charging brick right here. USB-A on one side. It's a USB-A to USB-C cable right here. It's just like super easy to use. I press the button and then I start it on the app. So let's do an app walkthrough. Beddr SleepTuner app. Here is the app. All right, oh, low battery. So if I can tap it, oh, I don't know what it's doing. It's asking me to re-sign in. Tap that button right there to start the sleep assessment. And then I can go ahead and see my nights. Okay, now it's being really, okay, we're in. On the top right, I can tap the device. This is the Beddr SleepTuner. It used to have in the app where you could see your metrics, like my heart rate and oxygen levels. So those are the two things that it tracks, is your heart rate, oxygen levels, which side you're sleeping on, and then if you have any sleep apnea events. This button usually turns on, but for some reason it's not working right now, so this is an issue. If I go to my nights, you can see that it failed to upload, and when I tap retry, it doesn't work. So it's been bricked since this point, so I haven't been able to use it. They have a quick start guide, right? You put the adhesive on, fresh adhesive every night. I honestly use like an adhesive for like 3 nights. It worked for me. As long as you clean your forehead, the oils won't ruin the adhesive faster. Attach it, tap the button, and then it starts measuring. I wish I could show you that. But then I can go ahead and see trends. So here, February 11th is the last time I used it. It'll give me a sleep quality score. It gives me the time in bed, my stopped breathing events, my breathing quality, my restedness, and the position of my sleep. And it even tracked like the drinks I had within an hour, within 4 hours of bedtime. So that was a question it would ask. What's weird is I did a sleep apnea test, an at-home sleep apnea test, and my score was like below, it was like a 1. And if you're within a 0 to 5, 4.9 range, you're good. So it said no sleep apnea, but for some reason, this device shows that I have stopped breathing events per hour. So I'm questioning the accuracy once again. So I'm gonna show you one night of data. It'll give you a sleep quality score, which is based on how you feel, like breathing events, oxygen levels, heart rate, tells you the time in bed, and I can expand that, and it kind of tells you what that all means. This breathing, these are SBE, is stopped breathing events. So obviously you need oxygen to repair, and you can read all that jazz if you want. But if you have more than, so stop breathing events are when you don't breathe for more than 10 seconds. If you have more than 5 in an hour, it might be related to sleep apnea, it might be. And then restedness is a self-entered score. So I usually got like a 3, 4. It shows me my time in my bed, shows me the stopped breathing events, right? 22 in 1 hour. But when I did the sleep apnea test, it was like super low. So I don't know how accurate that is, right? And this is where I question the accuracy. And I don't know if it's because the adhesive is not super strong, because I move my head a lot when I'm sleeping, but 80% blood oxygen, like that's low, all the way up to 97. When I did the at-home sleep apnea test, I was between a 92 and 94. And yeah, that one's not as accurate either, but this is giving me 80 to 97, which makes no sense. Rested heart rate seemed kind of appropriate. They seemed to get that one right. And then my position in bed. But like you can expand this and it's like 80%. I don't know what was going wrong there. My rested heart rate. And they don't give you the details, so right, I can only see the highest and the lowest and then the dots in between. There's no way to see the actual data. So that's kind of one of the downsides, is you don't get the raw data, and there's no way to export it, there's no way to see it, there's no way to put it in another system, right? I can go through here and I can see that, oh, last stop breathing events, my oxygen, right? Same thing, it dropped. I got this, I was targeted on Instagram as an ad, and I got it, and it was kind of cool, but I just don't know the value. Unless you have sleep apnea and you have a CPAP machine, I would not get this device. It's like, there it is, the light's on. I don't know if most people need this unless you have sleep apnea. I'm one of those people that probably does not need it, but I got it to create videos like this for you. They did have this really cool sleep coaching program that I was like a beta customer of, or beta coachee of. And it was this guy had really great sleep coach. Like, we did 4 weeks, 30-minute calls every day. He gave me things to try in my sleep. And I felt like that was super powerful in terms of adapting my sleep hygiene and then using the data from the SleepTuner. So I know they have the raw data. I saw the data set, but they don't give us as a customer, as a user, to be able to log on a website and be able to see the raw data and play with it. So that's kind of like frustrating as a customer, since this device is like $150. The biggest thing is like you have to rebuy these adhesives. So you're buying these adhesives over and over and over again, and that's why I reused them. I was like, I don't want to keep buying adhesives. I wish they did like a headband type of thing where you can just put it on and it stays in place, because even the adhesive, depending on how sweaty or dirty your forehead is, if you don't clean it, it gets bad. And the headband, I feel like, will just stay much better. All the headbands I have, Muse headband, Dream headband, they just work so much better. So all the companies, the Philips, that do adhesives, great way to make money, but I don't think it's great for the customer. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Beddr SleepTuner. I'll do a review on their sleep coaching program. I actually really enjoyed that, and the home sleep apnea test I did. If you're interested in seeing those, comment it down below. But I would not recommend you get this unless you have sleep apnea, or you think you do and you want to test it with an at-home product without doing a sleep apnea test. Once again, Shervin shares. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment for the algorithm. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Better sleep, you know, Beddr SleepTuner.